baby. It's time now for Midnight Baseball, episode number 78. I'm Spencer Dodgers, and this is Mr. Baseball is still working, and he's working hard. Mr. Bob Uecker, the radio announcer, play-by-play guy for the Milwaukee Brewers. We all know him as an actor, comedian, major league, just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed. Been on the Johnny Carson show, named to Mr. Baseball for his talent. Miller Lite commercials. I mean, this guy Bob Uecker is just awesome. He's a living legend. I'm going to tell you about the torch being passed as announcers, who gave it to him, and why we're so lucky. Trivia from last time. The 40-40 club, 40 stolen bases, 40 home runs. 4 Major League Baseball players have done it in history. Eric Thames did it in Korea last year. Who were the 4 guys in Major League? 1, 2, 3. Jose Canseco, Barry Bonds, Alex Rodriguez, and Alfonso Soriano. All 4 of those names are very interesting in baseball history. Alfonso Soriano is connected to the story because he also went to Japan for a few years before he went to the Yankees, if you didn't know that. Went from the Dominican, Japan, played for a couple years and came back. So interesting how him and Thames both did that. Thames is coming back. Oh man, Thames has a little leg injury, so that kind of continues his dialogue more though. So let's see what happens there, and moving on to more Uecker and fun stuff today. Funny, my news and notes this time is more about Uecker, okay? Here's a funny thing about Bob Uecker. His career lifetime batting average was exactly 200. Yes, 2.200. Okay? He wasn't known for his bat. He was known for being a defensive catcher. He grew up in Milwaukee as a young man. He grew up going to Braves AAA games. The Braves finally came in there. I'm figuring I should know what that is. I think 48, right? Came out there and started playing good. Loved to go to those games. Ended up signing his first professional baseball career with Milwaukee. Was there for a few years. Went and won a World Series in St. Louis as the catcher. So had a great baseball career, but it kind of climaxed in '67 when he went to Atlanta and hit like $150 and had the most passed balls in baseball history at the time. He still has a top 10 most passed balls all time as a catcher, if you can believe it or not. But it's mostly because of Phil Necro's knuckleball. Okay, so little Uecker baseball history. We all know what he did with Major League. We all know what he's been doing as an announcer. Okay, it's just great to know what Uecker's been up to. I got a little brain fart there as I'm going off of this. Batting average 200, okay? What's known as the 200? The Mendoza line, Mario Mendoza, okay? Scrappy little helmet wearing, glasses going like this, little lefty patter. Everyone kind of bullied Mendoza because his average would go up in 200 between his 5 years with the Pirates. He leaves in 78, they win in 79. He's going to be up in Seattle for a couple years, but you know, Mario Mendoza was kind of the punching bag of Major League Baseball and batting average and the threshold, because once baseball got expanded, okay, how can a Major League Baseball player actually hit 200 and be in the big leagues? That was kind of the running joke from the old timers. But Mendoza managed to have about a 6 or 7 year career. Props to him, okay? But Bob Uecker had a lifetime career average of 200. Mendoza's was 215. So who should the line be named after, right? This 200. It's the Uecker line, okay? Let's call it from now on the Bob Uecker line to give more respect to Mr. Baseball. All right? Mr. Baseball, Bob Uecker's 83 years old. He's been announcing for 46 years. He won the Ford C. Frick Award for Best Baseball Announcer into the Hall of Fame in 2003. It's not every episode I can say the word Frick. We all know who my best friend Mike Frick, my favorite player, is. And Vin Scully, who is a great announcer who, you know, Uecker sounds like. If you listen to baseball, I called my friend today. I'm like, you gotta listen to Uecker, you gotta listen to him on the radio, turn him on. He reminds me of Vin. If your heart's aching for Vin, if you want to feel that past of Ernie Harwell, Mel Allen, okay, Red Barber, all these great, Harry Carey, Harry Callis, listen to Uecker. Turn on Uecker right now and let your mind go back and hear things like, and he comes to the windup and here comes the pitch. Bullseye for a strike right down Wisconsin Avenue, takes it for a 1-1 count. I mean, those are the type of things that I heard Uecker say today. I heard Uecker tell a story about his dad as a kid from the ages of 6 to 13 would drive him up into Leon County or the city of Leon in Wisconsin and pick beans and potatoes all summer long. I mean, kids nowadays want to go to cages and play games all year. They think they lift weights and get in there and get after it, okay? No. You can do simple things and still be a ball player. There's life lessons in picking beans and potatoes, and that's what old announcers can still teach us and still tell us about and give us that respect. And that's what Uecker is still doing. So please, listen, you know what? Let's take a second. I'm going to pull up a chair for the first time in history of Midnight Baseball. Let's listen to this call from Uecker. Back in the 80s. Holy cow, right? Holy cow, I love that. It's like a Harry Callis thing, but you can see that Uecker was using it back in the 80s. Maybe it's like, I kind of heard this live, I was like, maybe it's like a, holy bejesus, like, holy, the cow is so beautiful. Look, we're from the Midwest. Oh, think of the milk and think of the cheese and all the beef. Can you imagine? But Bob Uecker and that call and what he's doing today on my little rant, whether it's go watch Major League, go YouTube Miller Lite commercials back in the day. Bob Uecker is so awesome. The torch has been passed from Mel Allen to Vin Scully, now to Bob Uecker is the greatest announcer active in Major League Baseball history. Check him out, okay? Trivia. My son is playing Little League. He likes to score runs. Here's a question. 2 parts. Most runs scored in 1 inning in a modern game. Most runs scored for the total game. Okay? 2 questions. Inning, end game in the modern era. What's the answer? Excuse me. Lunch is coming up there. Pardon me. And my shout-out's going to Chris Coghlan. Chris Coghlan, you're a journeyman baseball player. You won the Rookie of the Year in 2009 with the Miami Marlins, or Florida Marlins, whatever you were at that time back then. You went to school in Florida. You went to Ole Miss. You turned down a draft pick. You got picked up by the Marlins in the first round. You've just been a stud journeyman back and forth. I didn't even really realize that. Maybe most people did that. You're on the Chicago Cubs, the World Series champion last year. Chris Coghlan is just grinding, you know. He's kind of on that Mario Mendoza line, but he just keeps getting after it. And last night, his career might have been climaxed as he gets his shout out, as he jumps over Yadier Molina to score a run. I mean, like a trapeze from Dick Grayson and Robin from Batman. He jumps over the top, over Yachty, the 10-time Gold Glover, Platinum Gold Glove winner. You should have seen Yachty's face. Like, it was like someone stole his wallet as Coghlan makes his play. It's unbelievable. So, shout out Chris Coghlan. And we're wrapping it up at Midnight Baseball. It's been a great week of player support. Guys that are grinders. Mater, we know about him. We know about Thames. We know about Coghlan. Those are just 3 of the names I've been shouting out. Bob Uecker is going off. Listen to Bob Uecker. I couldn't be more stoked to have rediscovered him today and to share him with you. You must do an MLB TV app. Get the thing. Don't watch the games. Do the audio. You know, do your hobbies, but just listen to Uecker this year. It's just amazing, okay? Gratitude, Midnight Players, Baseball Gods, Raklife.org, #Retired Dodgers 34, #ModernPop, okay? And what am I'm doing a new Uecker shout out today. I'm doing that's it. I'm just doing a Uecker moment of silence. Woo! Dance it out. Let's go. Man, I'm sure am tired. I'm getting so tired from picking all these winners. Are you guys getting tired of watching me? Because, okay, let's just calm down and start walking. Yeah, you got it right. Tomorrow, Taiwan Walker and the D-backs take down Weaver and the Padres. Go Diamondbacks. Bye-bye.